This will be your ultimate Bottega Veneta Jodie review with some mod shots. I will share what fits inside, close-ups, and most importantly, my honest opinion about all what's good about this bag, what I really love, but also some quirks that it has, which I think everyone should know about before purchasing it. And of course, warm welcome to my channel. It's still rather new, but it will turn 1 year in a couple of months. And I'm super grateful to have all of you who have been with me through this journey. And if you are not subscribed yet, please consider doing that if you like honest reviews about everything so that beautiful and useful. It would mean a lot to me if you support this creative experiment on YouTube that I have. Okay, so let's have a first look at what I have here today. I will review Bottega Veneta Teen Jodie. It's not an unboxing, as I have been using this handbag for approximately half year already. It's in a nice dust bag, which is actually really nice quality, soft, and it says Bottega Veneta here. It's my first and only Bottega Veneta handbag. As I am very conscious about building my collection, I don't usually buy multiple handbags from the same brand, not even the same color or design. I really like to have a nice variety and be able to actually rotate my handbags in a meaningful way. Anyway, let me show you the bag itself. Here it is. So, as you can see, it's the Bottega Veneta Jodie in size teen. It's in a green leather, in a green lambskin. The official color of it is Rain Tree. And it has a gold hardware. The only hardware that it has is the zipper. And well, I really love green color. I really wanted a green handbag. Now, there are different shades of green, right? So of course I was considering between many different shades of green overall, and more specifically from Bottega, I have been considering travertine color to begin with. Like, that was the one that I wanted from the start when I started considering having a Jodie bag. So I was considering it in the color travertine. But all year, last year, it was sold out, and later, I think only towards the end of the year, there was a mini size available in travertine color. But once, when I was talking to a friend about these handbags, I asked her opinion, like, this color or that which is available, and she was like, of course this is your color. You have many things in dark green, and even with like lighter outfits, it would look really beautiful. And overall, considering my skin tone and features, it fits kind of better. I asked for opinion of several friends, and I actually also did a collage with my photo in the center, and then two pictures of the handbags, light green, the travertine, and this one, Rain Tree, to compare. And I realized, well, of course this will look so much better. And also I have so many light handbags, so I realized, yeah, I need this really nice dark green. One thing to consider already now is, in case you are thinking about this dark green, is that on the website it looks kind of a bit shiny and lighter. I actually didn't like the look of it from the online pictures, but when I saw it live, I mean, oh, I don't know what to say. It's really incredibly beautiful color. I mean, it fits both with dark and light gloves, and it's just very like calming color. So I'm super glad that I bought it in this particular color, and I will share later on one more reason why I would overall recommend to avoid light colored Jodies. So now about the handbag, what it comes with, its shape. As you can see, it's rather slouchy bag, and I am a person who doesn't like slouchy bags, like at all. However, if you look at this handbag, it does have a bit of a slouch, but honestly, it's kind of a structured slouch, I would say, because it keeps a form. So to me, it is still kind of a structured bag with a bit of a slouch, and that's why I think it's a good choice for everyone who would like to have a bit of a sloucher bag, but still something that keeps its form. And the shape of it overall is, of course, very unique. As you can see, it has this knot here, a handle. It's in a beautiful hobo shape. It doesn't have any bottom. It doesn't have any crossbody handle. And mainly you wear this bag on your arm like that, but you can also put it on the shoulder, and that I will show to you quite soon. Now, just so you know what comes with this bag. So this bag comes, of course, in a box and dust bag. Now, I don't know where the box is, why I don't know where the box of this handbag is. I have some news. We are moving to our newly built house in just 3 weeks. So we started packing, and I really don't know where is the box now. But yeah, it comes with a box. Then it comes, of course, with a dust bag in which I store it. And very, very important, if you consider buying this handbag, if you consider buying any handbag from Bottega nowadays, remember, they have started issuing certificates of craft. I will show to you what does that mean. So you get almost like a postcard, looks like that. And inside of it, there is a golden metal card, which looks like that. And on the other side of this card, there is a QR code, which you can scan. And then you see where exactly this handbag is purchased, when, what's the color, etc. So it's a certificate of craft, which gives you a lifetime warranty. If anything would happen with this handbag, you have a lifetime warranty that they will repair it. And I think that's simply amazing. But if you would order online from Bottega's website, if you don't register your account first before making a purchase, you will not get this certificate of craft for the bags that are eligible. And Bottega Veneta Jodie bags are for sure eligible for certificate of craft. So I really, really recommend you to remember it. Of course, if you are buying in a boutique, you don't have to ask for it. But if you are purchasing online, remember to register your account first, because otherwise it won't be sent. I purchased this handbag live in a boutique in Sweden, but I was considering making an online order. And yeah, in last stages I was thinking I'm not so sure about this color, I need to see it, and therefore I decided to go to a boutique. But I saw on the website when I was proceeding to my shopping cart that if I don't register my account, I wouldn't be able to receive this card. So quite important, I think. Okay, so this bag now has a little bit of air wrap inside. So let me remove it, and then we can see what fits inside. So to open this bag, you need to hold it with one hand and then pull the zipper. Now, the zipper isn't my favorite thing. I have heard from other reviews before purchasing this bag that the zipper is a bit annoying, especially in the smaller version, like the mini or candy version. The zipper is it's good, but it's not smooth, really. It's not. But for this size of the bag, I think it's manageable. So then inside, I will show some close-ups, of course, soon. But inside there's just one big compartment, as you can see. You have Bottega Veneta written here. And there's also a white tag with number of this handbag, which is the same as when you scan the certificate of craft. You also see the same exact code. I think that it's so important because that confirms the authenticity of this bag. So I don't know how people buy, for example, pre-loved and without the certificate of craft, and how do they trust that it's an original handbag. Now, because there's a tag with the same code as in the certificate of craft, I'm calm that even if I want to sell this handbag after many years, I will be able to really confirm and be confident that I'm selling an authentic handbag. But of course, I'm not considering selling it at the moment at all. But yeah, inside there's just one big compartment in the teen size of the Jodie, no smaller pockets, and that's exactly the same with Mini. However, if you would purchase a small version, there would be a small inner pocket as well on one of the sides. But yes, one compartment which you access quite well, although there is this handle, but it doesn't bother really. And here's how the bag looks when it's not filled with anything. Like that. And the leather quality, well, it's buttery soft, really nice. The intrecciato weaving technique really gives this bag a really special look. Inside, the leather is a bit different. It's not as soft, but I think it's really good for inner lining because it's a more durable leather, I can feel. It's not that easy to like scratch with the things that you put inside, so really nice and feels good quality all the way through when you touch it. Well, not just good quality, amazing, I would say. Okay, so let's now see what fits inside. What should I start with? Let's start with a phone. And perhaps sunnies. A wallet where I keep my keys, cards, pocket tissues. Here we have a small hair comb. Let's see. We can also put it there. Should we try with a cosmetic pouch? It's filled with different small cosmetic items. Yes, it does fit as well. Perhaps also, let's see, a bottle of water. Yeah, look at that. It all fits, and now of course let's zip it closed like that. Now it has quite heavy items inside, but here's how it looks loaded. One side and another. And as you can see, it depends on what you load inside, where you put those items, the shape changes a little bit. And of course you get more of the slouchiness here as it hangs. If I put it somewhere like that, it falls easily because it doesn't have a bottom, but of course you can find a way. Yeah. Here's how it looks then on different sides when loaded. And if I remove the water bottle, what do we get then? Yeah, looks a bit different when there's some space in it. Now I've removed also cosmetics pouch. If it just has some smaller items, let's see, then it looks like that more or less. I personally prefer where it's a bit more loaded. It kind of keeps its shape a little bit better, in my opinion. But you can see that I was struggling a bit with the zipper, right? Okay, now, so what are the pros and cons of this handbag, in my opinion? Let's start with the pros. So, of course, the design, I mean, 10 out of 10, 11, 20 out of 10. I love this design. I love the craftsmanship. I love that there's a lifetime warranty. I really like the size, which is not too small, and especially to me, who is taller. I'm 180 centimeters, and like mini would look simply funny on me, on my frame, although I'm quite slim, but still. The tin looks like a small handbag to me. It's like midway from a mini bag and a big or medium bag. So yeah, it's kind of small or medium for my understanding, but more towards the small direction, to be honest. I like the color that I chose, I like its style, so yeah, obviously that is a very important reason. I love the quality of it and the brand history overall. I like the customer service, the uniqueness, authenticity of this handbag, and that it's not covered with logos, but the design of course is quite known, I would say, so you still feel like you have really something special. I also like to wear it. Like when wearing it, it's really easy to just hang it around my hand like that. And actually you could also wear it like this. But talking about that, well, it's possible, but it doesn't look like it should be worn like this way, at least in this size. It doesn't look right. It's like, it looks a bit forced when you put it on your shoulder. That's something I think you should definitely keep in mind if you are considering this. I also like the capacity of this bag. It works super well for all of my use cases where I would like to wear it. But of course, for everyone, it's a bit different. What size do you need? So yeah, just consider the use cases that you have for it. So overall, many good things to say about it. It's a unique handbag that I really enjoy wearing. Now more towards the cons, or rather quirks that you should know about, because what I will mention, it's something that I have noticed that I think it's important to consider, because for some people it may be really annoying. And the first thing would be actually the size. So the teen size, it's a little bit weird. Like if you are used to seeing mini, which are like really mini cute, like a little dumpling, this doesn't look like a mini dumpling in teen size, no. And it also doesn't look like this small or medium version where, you know, you put a lot of stuff. This is something in between. So you can still wear it as a mini Jodie, like that. And you can almost wear it on the shoulder like the small and medium and the bigger versions, but it doesn't look the same, right? So for some, it may be a reason why to choose a different size. I really like this particular size, but just something to be aware of and consider. Okay, and next thing is the zipper. Well, keep in mind that the zipper is installed here very close to the lever. So I'm quite sure that after wearing this bag for a while, there will be some signs of wear on the lever here, where zipper constantly slides through. I haven't noticed any signs of wear just yet, but, or maybe I did. I already see a bit. Now how to show it to you. Like here, if you can see, there are some signs of wear that you can start seeing. And well, I don't know, maybe I should just keep it open or what, but I mean, I'm not gonna baby my handbags, so if there will be some signs of wear, there will. But yeah, just so you know, the zipper is maybe not the best part of this bag. It doesn't bother me, but overall also to consider that if you want to open this handbag, you can't open it with just one hand. You see, like the zipper doesn't go. You can try as much as you can. It doesn't work to open it with just one hand. You need to keep it with one hand and then slide all the way through with another. That's the only way. Okay, and another thing to really consider is the color of this bag, because you would wear it a lot in your hand, in your palm, and you probably will not have any twilly on this beautiful handle. Who would like to cover this handle? It wouldn't even like look good to cover it with a twilly. So you will wear this in your palm, right? And you will constantly touch it here. So this part of the handbag, if you have a light version, it will turn a bit gray, a bit weird after a while, for sure. Now with the darker colors, it won't be visible. And then moving on, you should also be aware that it's not so easy to place this handbag somewhere if you are like in a restaurant or, you know, somewhere where you want to place this bag. If you want to like leave it on a couch somewhere, it's not a problem, you just leave it as you want. But if you would like to put it somewhere firmer or even hang it, it's not really possible to hang it in the same way as other handbags, because this part where you hold the bag, if you hang it on your hand, it's one thing, but another thing is if there's a certain hanger, and it can kind of damage the lever here. And at the same time, while it's not that optimal to be hanging it anywhere, it's also not so optimal to place it on the bottom. If you hope to place it on the bottom, here's what happens: it just turns on the side. So like that, you can place it, okay? You need to always like stabilize it. But I mean, not a very big deal, but still something to consider. Okay, and another thing which I actually haven't even thought about before getting this bag is that it doesn't look the same on both sides. So for example, I think one side is a bit nicer. Like this is the pretty side. This is the side that you usually see in the pictures. So it's like this perfectly rounded hobo style with a knot side, right? But look at how different the other side looks. And that's the design thing. I mean, I don't say that it looks bad. It still looks nice, but it's different. Somehow, looking just purely at the pictures, I always saw this bag as exactly the same on both sides. But no, this side is different, because here you can see that because of the design of it, this side is rolling here, rolling, and then forming this handle and the knot. So this side has a little bit of a fold here, while this one doesn't. Can you see? So that's just something also to be aware of. Usually then people wear this side, I think, closer to their body, and then this is the front side. Or not that I do that, not that I care that much which side I wear it, but I realize that from the pictures that I've seen people wearing it, it's most often this side turned towards the public and this one is more the side that's towards the body. I don't know, have you noticed that, or is it just me? And last thing that I have noticed also only when I myself got this bag, and I saw it on it after a couple of months, and then I even checked some pre-loved bags to see if I noticed something similar. And that's something that, like, it's not a big deal, but this bag is stitched inside under the intrecciato woven leather part. The bag is actually stitched, and it's not visible when you look at the bag like that. You can't tell where exactly is it stitched, but it is actually stitched. For instance, this handbag, I know clearly that it's stitched out there. There is a vertical stitching under the intrecciato print. How do I know that? Well, because there's like almost invisible, but still a line or a wrinkle forming. You will see that very clearly now when I will show you some close-ups, but here, if you look very, very carefully, very closely, you will see that there's a vertical line forming visible underneath the intrecciato. And I have checked, what is it under? And there I can see the stitching, you see? So, well, it's maybe not visible from this distance, but I will show you close-ups so you will understand. So there is kind of vertical line underneath, which after wearing the handbag starts to be more visible. But it's certainly not like screaming like here's a vertical line, not at all. It's just like if you are like carefully inspecting it, you will notice it. The slouchiness of the bag overall, it kind of hides it. So nothing that I would notice overall on other people's handbags and even on this one. But on the other side, same thing. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, I can see that here is the line where underneath the intrecciato there is a stitch. I don't think that it's like a negative thing, but something that I haven't thought about and haven't noticed before. I think if it starts to become like very visible, I think I would be able to use my certificate of craft to repair it. But certainly it's not a defect. It's very delicately made, just in some angles that you can see like a shadow from that stitching. And then talking about the handle, it's not only that it would become a bit dirty here after years of wearing and holding it in the hand. Even if you have the cleanest hands on earth, still touching light surface constantly and running around in the city, you would get some like dust and oil, I don't know, it will gradually darker the light leather if you have a lighter Jodie. Now, another thing to consider is that because of constantly touching this part with your hand and holding the bag, the leather here also starts to show some wear. It's not that it looks somehow bad, but have a look. After half a year of wear, you can see that the sides of the interwoven leather straps start to lift a bit. And I assume that this will be a bit more visible after wearing it for a longer time. But there's no other way to wear it than just hold it here, really. So that's a natural process, natural part of wearing this handbag. But I think you should consider that before purchasing, if that's okay for you, because otherwise, well, it's quite an expensive bag. So you certainly want to like it to the fullest and not have anything that annoys you. So to me, all those things that I have mentioned, they don't annoy me. I don't feel any bad emotions at all. Knowing about them, it works to me anyway. I'm very glad about this purchase. Now let's have a closer look to the bag and then we summarize a bit. Okay, so let me now show you some close-ups on the daylight. So here is the legendary knot, right? Very pretty. And the lever. It's made really beautifully. It's woven. And okay, here you can see what happens after holding the bag for, amount of times. The handle starts to show some signs of wear. And if this was a light color handbag and the handle, I assume that it would also change the color slightly. And here's how the lever looks next to the zipper. So only inside you see the branding, right? That it's Bottega Veneta, that the bag is made in Italy. If you would like to have a small inside pocket, it's not gonna be found in the teen size. The idea is that you simply put your belongings inside of here and then zip it. There is no structured bottom, of course, as I mentioned, but it's quite a generous compartment. And the lever inside the bag is soft and smooth, but it's definitely different than the outer lever, which is really buttery soft compared to the inner lining. Can you see a line here? Isn't it weird? I tried to investigate what causes it, and if we gently lift here, you can see that it must be the place where the parts of the bag are sewn together. If we look up under the next one out there, do you see it? It's like stitching, so you see then it's quite visible, like a mark. I wonder why was it sewn in that particular place? Like, why wouldn't one hide it somewhere else so it's not that visible? I have seen it also on the other Bottega handbags. And on the other side of the bag, here's also some kind of line forming. Let's see if it's... Yes, exactly, it's also stitching. Can you see? So apparently it's on both sides of the bag. However, on this side I wouldn't really notice it. On the other side though, it is visible. So overall, I love this handbag. It's a very special, authentic one with some quirks that I shared, and I hope it was useful. But overall, it's amazing quality. It's right size to me, right color. I always feel glad wearing it.
So all in all, are these bags worth the hype? I would say that if you absolutely love them, even knowing about all the quirks, then go for it. However, you may consider buying a pre-loved one with a certificate of craft and in a darker color. That's my final verdict.
That's all that I wanted to share with you today. So thanks for watching. I hope that this was useful, and if it was and you would like to keep in touch, welcome to become a subscriber and come back to watch my other videos. Bye for now.